me now? How you like 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 me now?
Oh yeah, race fans, how's it? Y'all ready for another one? Because we're about ready to kick one off. We got FRB coming to you live from the 805. I'm Chris Paul Hamus, and welcome Front Row Esports 2025 Cup Series here at Martinsville. Short track, all kinds of personality. You got short track, short tempers, and man, a lot of go fast and compact into a very, very tight space. And we're going to see these drivers ripping around this half-mile track tonight. We got a little bit of a light field, looks like this evening-ish, around 20 cars, I believe. So I'm looking forward to hopefully some really good green flag runs and seeing what these drivers have in their setups and of course, what they have behind the wheel. Give them a chance to really work the tire wear and their programs and strategies for this evening. So again, thank you all so much for showing up for tonight's race. And of course, all this brought to you by Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink. We got Raptor Race Graphics, and of course, Starling, brought to you by the Stars. Appreciate all of those on board and keeping us in tune and live for tonight's race. So again, we're at Martinsville. Gotta love Martinsville. All kinds of history here. Short tracking at its best and most aggressive, I think, because it is very, very challenging on a driver, on the car, on your entire setup. You know, you get everything thrown at you in this thing. So it's you got to be a very diverse driver out here. Patience is going to be one of the names of the games this evening. But let's look over that track map and see exactly what we're looking at. There we are. Okay, location, of course, the 340 Speedway Road, Ridgeway, Virginia, open 1947. Yeah, absolutely OG. So this track has lots of history to speak. 5.26 miles to be exact, so a half-mile track. Decently wide, but everyone's going to be shooting for the bottom. You have practically no degree turn in this one. 1 and 2 degrees, 12 degrees, same as 3 and 4. God, it's flat. It's just joker flat on the stretches. So these drivers are going to be fighting with a lot of that this evening, and see what they have. Again, challenges are ahead of us. See how long are these challenges? 250 laps tonight for these Cup cars. Stage 1, lap 40. Stage 2, lap 100. Stage 3, you can do 150 laps. So let's see how much fuel do these guys have in their programs. Here, look at the format for this evening. Going to be open setups to run what you brung with. You know, that's just how front row gets her done. As we have one fast repair, one backup car in the hauler. This is going to be part of your strategies. You want to make sure to keep that thing in there as long as possible. Or best case, don't even use it. Leave it in there. 4 sets of tires this evening with one in the car. So again, management of that rubber. Fuel allocated 75%. All right, and that's going to leave a pit window, I believe, of 85 to 95 laps, and maybe a little bit more. We'll see exactly how that turns out if we do get those green flag runs. So fingers crossed there on that one. Look at the points this evening. All right, who's where and what? Dylan Banks still leading the way. Trevor Baxter chomping on his heels right there. He's a little late starter, but now moves his way up into second position, 65 points back. Kyle Wellman in that third position, 81 points back. Steve Johnson, 99 points back. Garrett Wiles rounding out your top 5 at 101 back. You got Chris Carroll still in the top 10, kind of holding square where he seems in the 6th position with 110 back. Tanner Marr in that 7th position. He is 123 back. Mitch Diamond, 129 back in 8th position. 9th position is Hunter Lagunas, 131 back. So, and then round out your top 10 is going to be Carl Lindstrom, 133. So these guys it just takes some races, some good races here. But you're all in the fight. They're still in the fight. The top 20 back, they can get into the playoffs. That's where you're looking to go. And at the end of the day, when this thing finishes up in 2025. But so lots of positions to be gained and lost throughout this season. But it's the consistency that's what matters, in these leagues, and especially with such an abundance of talent. Speaking of the talent and what we have here, so let's look over the 2024 footage of last year's Martinsville Speedway ending here. Give us just a little bit of an insight of what we may be looking for this evening.
Banks outside, starting on the outside now, gets a good launch there. He's going to take Steve Johnson along with them. Does not now the 71 of Adam Thompson. He's going to jump out there. Gets her done. Here we go. Coming into possible final lap of the race. Will he get the checkered? We got guys in defense. Oh no! 32's around, and that's going to end it. We got the white flag. That's going to take it around the 32, so that will bring us to the end, but we are going to stay green. Staying green until the end here. The 48, Dylan Banks, Adam Thompson, and Steve Johnson. 1, 2, and 3. Here comes Adam Lagunas. Will he get there? No, he won't. Oh, there it was. Dylan Banks, Adam Thompson, and Steve Johnson. Your race, your podiums. Bankers wins it again.
All right, everyone. So that's bringing us back to that was last year's race finish for Martinsville. As you've seen, a late race caution. And in that race in general, after reviewing it, kind of going over it, looking for some stuff for intros and whatnot, found that was actually, if I remember correctly, a pretty clean race. The guys were doing some long runs on those tires, minimal spins. It was more of a driver, a single driver incident, getting a little loose off from 2. Look for that. Same thing we've seen last night in that truck series. A lot of single truck incidences here. A few trucks were over driving, absolutely. Getting a little displaced with that space in between the drivers. Some of these spread out runs or some of these aggressive restarts. Oh my goodness. That is, I believe, where the name of the game is going to be for Martinsville. It's going to be the restarts. 1, that's going to be the best time to get that track position. But 2, it's an inside line. No joke. That's where these drivers are going to be shooting for. That's the run. That's where you're at. On that outside line, if you draw on that card of even numbers, you're just like, dang it, because you outside, you're going to have to fight for that hole down on the bottom and then start plucking them up. We've seen drivers literally get stuck on the outside and go from second all the way back to like 12th. Because there's just no way to get down there. They're bumper to bumper traffic, and the guys that are behind him are already jockeying for those positions to be filled as he's moving. So look for a lot of excitement to happen when it comes to these restarts, and of course the top 5. I think it's crucial that the top 5 gets up and goes. They need to get this momentum rolling forward. Any stack up in the beginning is gonna hurt tremendously at the back of the field, because again that negative energy is going to just shockwave back, and it's going to create such a cluster, that everyone's going to be just on top of everybody. So it does look like we are in queue at the moment. Yes, we are. All right, so that means we are one step closer to seeing that green flag tonight. But before got our national anthem, so everybody, all you good old Americans out there, and even though just rooting for us, hey, here we go. We got national anthem tonight, so of course I always say I like to show a shout out to our frontline defenders, all of our military services, and of course our police. So thank you all so much for the hard work that you do out there and brave work that you do out there. But anyway, so without further ado, national anthem and the drop of the green flag up next. Stick with us.
Got Front Row Esports coming to you live from the 805 here at FRB. Got Chris Paul Hamus, and we are getting ready to drop the green flag. Obviously, I'm super excited to see what our field has to offer here at the big bad Martinsville. We got all kinds of history. We'll see who's going to make history this evening, as we've seen some good front runners, lots of repeat winners thus far. So I want to see someone different up here, and get their wins on. Let me get my program squared away. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, I'm just waiting for them to get out of queue, and we are good. Let's back her up a second and get my stuff squared away. Pardon me, this is always the thing I got to get done here. Make sure that everything is on cue. So we got our pole sitter here, Mr. Chris Carroll. Excellent job putting down a good time when the time matters. So good works for him, as I'm just getting, there we go. Perfect. All right, and sitting in that second position, the all-powerful cake eater, Dylan Banks in the 48. These two cats on the front rows. This is going to be an interesting start. We got Sony Benfield in the 75, showing some good speed and strength. And at one of his, I believe, first starts here in Front Row Esports, as the 926 Garrett Wiles in that fourth position. Outside, treacherous. Daniel Best in the 10, fifth position. Inside, loving it. Outside, going to be 43 of Larry Bell. Let's see, Raymond Hardina, yeah, baby, in the 87. Welcome back. The 8th position, the 20 of Trevor Baxter. Oh, man, watch for this hot rod ripping through the field today. We got an eye on you, brother. No worries, no worries. 9th position, going to go to Michael Lampier in the 13th position. Good job, buddy. And rounding out our top 10, Mr. Matt Joneson in that 77. Good job on that top 10. You don't need it, but it's outside. Treachery, watch out, watch out. All right, and then, of course, we have Kenneth Bartholomew in the 73. 11th position, Mr. Trevor Miller in the 8-car, 12th position. 02 of Scotty Stevens in that 13. Mr. Tom Freitas, the Front Row Esports CEO, and the man there in 32 in that 14th position. Michael Reeves, sorry, my bad, in the 00 Donuts machine there, going for donuts in the 15th position. 83 Carl Lindstrom is in that 15th or 16th position. Hunter Bogdan, 17th, 18th is going to be Byron Gay and Brian Zimmerman in the 19th position. Last night's race winner, if I gave it away, my bad. But, yeah, so if you missed that one, look for it. It was a great race here at Martinsville. But back to our pole sitter, Mr. Chris Carroll. Okay, double check my car volume here. Make sure that you all can hear this crazy nonsense, because it's going to get loud. It's going to get crazy. It's Martinsville. Chris Carroll is leading the way. And we're going to be looking for a green flag to be thrown down next lap around. But I'd like to welcome everybody for stopping in and tuning in to tonight's race. All this brought to you by, of course, Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, the Raptor Race Graphics, and, of course, we got the Starlink on board here for us tonight, giving us a good picture. Keep it up. We need it. Okay, we're going to dip the pace car off. Here we go. Green flag, all kinds. We're looking for it. And we're looking for a good race here for Front Row Esports. And we're gone for stage 1. Whoa, big jump by the 48. 48 Banks just takes that lead quickly from the 18. Let's sleep in there. We got to look back on that. Could be, you never know. But so far, so everyone is lined up, getting into position 17 or 77 of Matt Jones, a little high, but looking for a position underneath the 8. Does so. We got a caution out already. It looks like it's going to be Mr. Raymond Hardina in the 87. So quick caution to start was kind of expected in. It's in cold tires, cold brakes, all of that. But let's look to see how it unfolded. There's the 87 here. He's going to come shooting in. Daniel Best looks like it's a good break there. So look for that loose off from 2. Very tight there. And 4. Maybe that's what we're going to see here. Negative. Keep it going. Oh, no, he's going to look. Oh, he looked, and then I don't know what happened. It looked like he lost the rear end of that car as he looked low, but that car stepped out on him, maybe not expecting. But he's going to have some damage here. Get it fixed. We're under a quick caution here in tonight's race. Bankers is leading the way, though. What an impressive jump on that start of tonight's race. All right, under caution, lap 4. Let's see if we could go back to that green flag and see that start from Dylan Banks. Here we go. That's close. That is close. Close on that jump. So again, penalties matter here. Absolutely. They can ruin your race. They throw you to the back of that field. Woo! That's going to be a rough one, getting themselves back forward again. Even though we have 20 cars in tonight's field. So not a lot of traffic back there, but enough to ruin your day. Going to look over on Trevor Baxter, second place in points in that 20. He's holding firm in 8th position. Kenneth Bartholomew up 2 thus far. And Michael Lampier in the 13 is up 2 positions in 7th. But thus far, the big gain is going to be Dylan Banks in that 48. As we're going to take them side by side once again, see if we can fire them off nicely, get some laps under these drivers' belts. And you look up at the top right hand of your screen, we got that lap 40. That will be the end of stage 1. Nice little reminder for me and you. Because again, I tend to get wrapped up into this action here at times, and I'll space. What? Why we got a caution? And I'm like, oh yeah, it is stage. My bad. Oh, here we go. Green once again.
Green, green, green.
All right, that was a big start from the 48. So everything looks to be hunky-dory up here, but things do look to be a little chaotic toward the middle of the field. 13 of Michael. He is under attack by the 20, Trevor Baxter. This is the 8th position, 7th and 8th, and Trevor is still remained outside. Has a hole here, gonna look down, but we have side-by-side action right behind him. Matt Jones is stuck outside with the 8 of Chandler underneath him. 8's gonna go just a wee bit here. Is the 77's gonna rotate down and around, and he should be able to get into position as we get a little further back into the field. See everyone kind of lined up, pretty tough so far. We go back up forward again. Dylan Banks stretching out the lead, ever so ginger-like, but almost a second now to Chris Carroll. Stoney Benfield is in the 75, 3rd position, tracking nicely along with Garrett Wiles in the 926 in that 4th. Round out your top 5, Mr. Daniel Best holding strong. And then Larry Bell.
The yellow flag
just talking about Larry Bell, finished 2nd place last night's truck race. You know, it looked like someone that was carrying over. But let's see what happened as we have, it looks as if Byron Gay crashed. All right, we've got eyes on the 12. Oh, let's go a little faster here. Might be. Oh yeah, hits. Oh, he clipped curb there, and that sent that car right around. Driver mistake. It just makes your day that much longer as we're under our second caution in stage 1. Just driver errors so far. Our restarts have been impeccable. Hats off to the boys. I mean, again, we just in stage 1, everybody cares about their stuff. I want to see if they're going to have the same style of gustos for each other come stage 3. So we're lined up, nothing to be had here. It's just going to be get them back in line once again. There wasn't really a lot of damage done to any cars. But while we do have a moment, let this thing kind of flip around and do its thing. There we go. Let's see if I have our schedules. I do. Let's look over our race schedule for the year of 2025. All right, right now we are all the way down in where Martinsville, not all the way down. Oh my goodness, look how long this list is. This is insane, right? So right now we're at Martinsville, not even halfway through that first column, all right, on the left. I know it's hard to see. But we have Darlington coming up next. I love that track. Another aggressive short track with some banking, lots of speed, wrecking. That's another driver's course there as well. But and then after that, we do have Bristol. Oh, my goodness. Let's just sock it to them, baby. Right? And then we're going to follow it up with Daggers. Oh, yeah. Go Texas. Go Kansas. Then your All-Star. The All-Star is going to be something fierce, too. You're all going to love that one. We're going to have a blast with the All-Star race. So stay tuned. I'm not going to give too much away, but, well, we are getting ready to go green again. Double them up once again. I know these drivers are probably getting tired of this, but they're getting better. They're getting good. That's what we need. Here we go. Green, 48, off to a nice jump. Carroll, Stoney, Benfield. These guys are going to try to sort out the top two. Benfield's going to take that second position. Carroll's going to fight him back on it. We do have other guys here side by side further in the back. This is going to be to sort out the second place. They do have a gap here. This is the time to either gain it or lose it. So they're going to sort this one out. But we look here in the middle of the pack, we got side-by-side action with Kenneth Bartholomew in the 73 on the bottom. We have the 8 car of Miller outside. 77 of, oh, it looks like the contact to where we were just looking. And that's going to be Kenneth Bartholomew and the 8 of Miller. So we had Miller on the outside. Good there. Maybe a squeeze to I'm not sure, but maybe the 73 came up too high and hooked into. Let's look it over one more time. As we've seen a little slide contact. Yeah, so 8's out pretty high. Look, maybe possibly the 73 just came up too much, didn't give enough room on where room was needed here. I mean, I know we're locking room, so it's like every inch matters here. And, yeah, just didn't bring it down low enough. Gets hooked, and hook, line, and sinker right into the fence. Oh, there we go. Come here. Let's try that. Fantastic. Okay, so back under caution, lap 18. We still have 20 laps left remaining in stage 1. Will we see some green flag runs? It seems thus far we're kind of getting off to the same style of start that we found ourselves in last night in the truck race. Truck race was plagued with cautions in the beginning of it, but then of course things started to sort themselves out. But the problem with all that is because of all the amount of contact, there's a lot of trucks were knocked out of that had a good truck, had something for the field and one to put on the show. But unfortunately, we have, not unfortunately, we have to have these incident counts on And so when you get to your limit, you get DQ'd, plus other rule factors that are in place tonight to help us get ourselves a nice green flag run for the drivers and, of course, for all you fans out there watching. Trying to put on a decent show and give us something to watch. And we're all race fans here. All right? But we want to see some racing. Seen some drivers hanging out toward the back. Tom's hanging out back there. So I don't think he's been in any contact, but some drivers may just be hanging out for a moment here. Let this thing sort itself out. But right now, I don't know. I'm thinking further up you are, the better off you're going to be. As we got the 48.
Green, green, green.
Off for the jump, and then 18. Trying to follow in suit. He's looking for it, but you see, it looked like the 18 was slow on the start there, maybe sleeping a bit, and that allowed that 75 to get his jump, and he was, we're going to push it through the center here and try to get that. He does. He gets that launch out. He's clear. He's down now. He's got that hole, but and everyone else says single file. Gets in the line rather quickly, 83, Carl Lindstrom, and Raymond Hardina in the 87. They're going to go door to door. The 83 fires it in there. Donuts right there. Michael Rivas in the 00. 11th position. This is all a fight to get closer, to get inside that top 10. Points is what it's going to matter at the end of this season. So you want to be there in the stages and being very close to that 10th position. That's antagonizing. So we've got some good hard racing happening with Carl Lindstrom and, of course, Raymond Hardina. Raymond's going to go ahead and fold back into position here. Everyone's going to go single file, but we do have, so far, Dylan Banks leading the way. Chris Carroll now closing on his bumper, looking for that stage win. Stoney Benfield doing fine work in this third position, holding it down pretty tough alongside with Garrett Wiles at a 9.26 fourth position here. Daniel Best round out your top five. And again, good work being done to all drivers as we're going to get ourselves some green flag laps in. Trevor Baxter moving up 2 positions, 6th position, outside restart. So again, you got to keep that in your mind as well. Like, what position am I in? Am I in 6th? Okay, you know what? I want to dig a little harder here. Maybe see if I can get another position, or make sure I nail my pit strategies to see if I can flip that up, get me on the inside. Right now, we're getting closer to stage finish. Almost 10 laps left remaining. 48 leading the way. Carroll's starting to close in. Everybody else single filed out. Not a lot of aggression or advancement to be had at the moment. Everything seems to be, dare I say it, slightly tame on track tonight. For a minute. But again, this was a good restart. And then just as I say that, leader or second, Chris Carroll is around. Holy heck, man. All right, let's see this. So this is for second place. Chris Carroll was chasing down the 48. Started to close in. I leave these boys alone for 2 seconds, and look what happens. Oh, so Carroll was mentioning this earlier. If this thing steps loose, like it just did, how wicked it can get off from turn 1, and it did. Oh man, that was nasty wicked. The way that hook lined him into the fence. I mean, he right there. So he slips it right there, and then boom, one with the wall. Oh, that's smoking crater. Ouch! As you see, puff smoke. Hopefully, he can get that thing back around. Get his backup car out of the hauler. He gonna need it, and now he's gonna be stuck in the back of the pack. But hopefully, he can do this without losing a lap. Still be there on the lead lap. We still have plenty of time left in tonight's race for Carroll to make his way up through the field. Now, this is going to put us under caution and a huge restart up ahead of us for stage points at the end of stage 1. Banks is still leading the way, 48. Old Mr. Cake Eater. He said the oven is warm. I got myself a nice, beautiful cake that's just starting to rise. Bake it up nice and perfect. He's going to go for a maybe a possible sweep. I don't know. I don't mean to jinx the man, but he's been, he's always one of those far off hot rod drivers, and he's proven so again. Last week's race winner was Mr. Banks. Tony Benfield, though. I want to see more about what this cat has to offer in the 75. He's showing some tremendous talent as he's done some really good driving in Front Row Esports thus far, and now he's finding himself up again inside that top 5. Daniel Best, Trevor Baxter, he is in 5th now on the inside. Let's see if Baxter can fire off a little bit better and gain him those positions he needed to put some pressure on the 48, your race leader. Larry Bell, 6th position outside. Matt Jones inside now. So it's same thing with Lindstrom. See if they can take advantage of this inside positions and gain some spots for this end of stage 1 as we're green once again. Banks off to a good start. 1, 2, and 3. They're there. Daniel Best on the outside of the 20 car of Trevor Baxter. Going to get that 4th position. The 10 car of Daniel Best still stuck on the outside. Matt Jones underneath him. Matt Jones looking for some good positions here. Gives him a break. Gets in line. Matt Jones 6th position. Daniel Best 5th. Along with Carl Lindstrom. These boys desperately looking for some stage points. Keep them in that fight, in the hunt. Carl Lindstrom 7th position. Larry Bell 8th position. Michael Rivas in the 00 9th. Rounding out your top 10 is going to be Raymond Hardino, but he is under attack by the 13 of Michael Lampier. 12 car Byron Gay trying to make his rally back after finding himself some contact. Let's drop back in with our race leaders. He's starting to check out. Tony Benfield's trying to stick with them, just doesn't have enough at the moment here. We're looking for pit stops and of course adjustments on race cars. See if these guys can make adjustments. It's open setup, so you can mess with your car a bit, find some speed, find some grip, and help you out a lot with your race pace. As we got car maybe a little slow, and that's going to be Michael Reeves in a 00. That's a good looking car he has right there. Like that, door-to-door racing. And that's he is teammates with Trevor Baxter, I believe. Also the other door-to-door racing car out here.
Caution, yellow flag.
And we got caution out before. Oh, and that's going to be no, that's a 00. We were just on him, weren't we? Nope, that's the 87 now. So 87 around right before stage end. Oh, that's a 00. Hits the curb, comes back up, and then gets back into the 87. They both almost were able to drive out of that. So I'm not sure how and why that unfolded the way it did, but they're almost able to drive out of that with the 87. So pink, yeah, it's a 00. Clips curb, and then gets into the 87, and around they go. As now we are under caution. And this is going to be for stage end, so this will be points, I believe. Yes, it will be. Let's look over the points as I get everything away here. Okay, so again, not sure this is how it's going to line up, but Garrett Wiles 926 first, Larry Bell 43 second, Byron Gay third, Tom fourth, Brian Zimmerman 5th, Scotty Stevens 6th, Raymond, nope, can't be because those guys were involved. Banks, Baxter, and Stoney Benfield round out your top 10. At least that's the way it's shaping up. I'm not sure because of how this caution unfolded at the end, or right at the end of stage 1, yes, per se. So again, but those are that right now. You're at your leader. And those guys get the Martinsville dog, get them extra points. Awesome. All right, we're going to take ourselves a quick break. Be back here in just a moment for the start of stage 2.
There's something wrong.
The Avengers are not coming. Who will keep people safe?
All right, now it's Thunderbolts for the movie premiere. We're back green once again for stage 2. Sorry. That was better. Like, that's a little early. Fight is on, and oh, nastiness! And here comes the pack. 28 of Brian Zimmerman on the outside with the 75 of Stoney Benfield working the bottom. We still got side-by-side action happening up in front of him. 43, Larry Bell. Outside, dropping positions. 20 of Trevor Baxter trying to get himself into position here and move up some positions. We've seen some flip strategies. Possibly some guys staying out, getting them stage points, as we have Dylan Banks. Oh, contact as he went around. Oh, no. Big contact. I was just going to say new tires versus old, and that literally, I was just a little ahead of what happened. Or right on par. I'm not sure. But let's see. I can't. Where did it go? Well, let's just see if I can back it up here as that didn't quite drop yet, but we were, again, right there on that. So let's say, you just see the closing ratio on, when we were under fast there. 12's, he kind of locked up a little break there. That's going to push him something fierce high. 48's going to try to get underneath that, but he came in there pretty hot too on some four fresh feel goods. Probably feeling a little too good. And gets into the 12, kind of sticks in it, and then everyone else has nowhere to go. 75's involved, 20. He's going to take contact here as these guys get checked up and stopped. But I believe everybody else may be able to get by and clear. 32 is going to check it up along with the 83, but we do have more contact. Looks as if the 8, the 77 may have checked up. Let's rewind that one. As there's even more wrecks on our wrecks, which this can happen if not on it in time. This is the back end of the field here. Wreck, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so just not. Ouch. Well, those cars will take some damage, but it's nothing severe, as we're back under caution once again. Here in stage 2, we're going to end at lap 100. Lap 50 now, 50 laps left, or you'll end of stage 2. So we're, when it comes to fuel, not going to be an issue. It's going to be more of a tire thing, all right? Utilize those tires best way you can. And, yeah, we'll try to send her back green. See if we can get ourselves in a decent run for stage 2. Farewell is leading the way. Banks now in second position. And, yeah, definitely ran over the 12 there. Absolutely. Oh, and then the 28 of Zimmerman working his way forward along with Larry Bell. These two cats were running nose to tail here as last night in the truck race. Let's see if they can repeat this. I would be just I'd be so ecstatic. That'd be awesome. But again, these two finding the way back out toward the front. The 43, the 28. the 20 now of Baxter. And yes, so because of contact, that's one of those penalties we're talking about. Does put you at the back of the field. So again, that's gonna hurt hard there, but there's still time to make their way back. As you see, big, huge gap from the 10. What was the 10 doing? He was just sitting way back there. I'm not sure. That was a really weird restart. Super spread out. 10 car wasn't really shaped up there. And now here comes Lindstrom. 10's going to try to fill that hole. Does so. The top 5 sorts itself out. But we have side by side happening. 77 of Matt Jones. He's under all kinds of fire by Hunter Bogdan in the 86. Scotty Stevens haven't had a chance to holler at Scotty for a minute. One of those 5 Kings USA firearms machines out there trying to do some business. And he is, working his way almost inside the top 10. We got another side-by-side battle happening with the 77 and 87 of Raymond Hardina. Hardina's on the outside. He's going to challenge back. He's going to continue on the outside, looking for a possible hole in front of the 86 of Hunter Bogdan. There is one. So let's see if he'll find that, line himself up. He will. As we have Hunter Bogdan with some nose damage. So see if that roll slows his roll ever so slightly. But Byron Gay, Dylan Banks now trying to move his way back up through the field in 13th position. Michael, whoa, 12 car, Byron. Loose and into the wall there. Tom's going to go underneath him as we're going to keep it all pointing in the right direction. Garrett Wiles, still your race leader. The 926 has now gapped about a minute and a half, or a minute, about a second and a half on Bell, but he's going to try to close that along with Brian Zimmerman. So these guys are going to pace along with Trevor Baxter in that 4th position. So these guys are looking primed for points. Then Daniel Best rounding out that top 5. Carl Lindstrom back in that 6th position. And we have Jones. He is getting it done in that 7th position. Raymond Hardina, 8th. Hunter Bogdan, 9th. Stoney Benfield rounding out your top 10. All right, let's see. We got a little more business to be had toward the back of the pack. Tom trying to work around the Byron. Oh no, Byron's working back by Tom, so Tom's going to go high to the outside. Oh, we got a caution, and whoa, the 77 around. Oh no, Jones and Herdina. Let's see how this unfolds here. We're looking at the 77 of Jones. Here comes the 87. He's going to throw it in there. Oh, he does. What the heck was that? Wow. So this is what this is all day long and twice on Sunday is what we call this, okay? We're going to slow this one down and make sure it's done properly.
Superhero landing coming up. Oh, fuck. Oh, it is so not practical.
That's about the gist of it. Yep, as 87 crosses over that big bump stopper there. He can go up on 2. Slide across in his 77, like, dang it, not again. Point the wrong direction. He can go sideways. And the 87 is going to kind of lower, slower up as everyone's going to split the traffic and get by him. So we are back under caution once again. It's up, classic. Yeah, that was textbook. Couldn't really describe that one any further. So I think we're good to go there. And insane. So let's take ourselves a quick break. Be back here in just a moment. Stick with us. Lots more fun to be had here at Martinsville.
It's time to move on. To bring up a new generation. to open new horizons.
We are ready to go on.
New mission awaits.
This can be more dangerous than you think.
We cannot go back. This is our destiny. We belong to the sky.
Green flag, green flag.
And we back green one more time. Got Chris Pahlamas here with Front Row Esports 2025 Cup Series. And man, we're duking it out here at Martinsville as I'm just looking at all of the things flipping around on us real quick. Ooh, 83 of Carl Lindstrom. This is the treachery of starting on the outside as we got Larry Bell in the 43 trying to make some ground in fourth, but we still have more battles to be had. You're looking at Michael Reeves in a 00 and the 86 of Hunter Bogdan high to the outside. Now lining up, and we're going to start looking for those positions to be gained and lost as the 48 of Dylan Banksman, more of a class of the field, has now mired himself in traffic due to some contact earlier. Going to have to work his way back forward, and we looks like we have Raymond Hardina doing a penalty, pass-through penalty. Contact being had there. Garrett Wiles still leading the race. 926 Garrett Wiles. Looking pretty smooth, pretty sweet out there in his new ride. Good looking car there, my man. Trevor Baxter now finding himself in the second position. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Welcome to the top three there, Trevor Baxter. Took him a minute, but he found his way. Looks like he got his GPS working. You got Daniel Best in that third position. Best is doing his best out there. Oh my goodness, and we got Stoney and Carl Lindstrom around. No! Oh, big bump in there. Still. Oh, contact. Ferris seen that in the toward our rear view or the stretch view in the background. And let's see what happens. All right, slowing her down just a wee bit. 83 is looking for that bottom. Has it, right? 12's right there. Donuts on the outside. 00. Of Mr. Rivas. So could this be a slip? No, 83 looked like he's drilling out there pretty good. Keeping her on the bottom. Nice drive off. Keeping it, giving it room. So where we have a problem here? Where's our problem? We're early on the. Oh, wait a minute. That's gonna be the. Oh man, that's gonna be insult to injury as we see it right there. We're just a little early. So that's gonna be the 12 of Byron Gay gonna do the Happy Gilmore maneuver into turn 1. Boom! Sends to 83. He barely misses at the inside wall there. He comes right back around in front of the 00. Hello! Takes it to the door. And then brings it up into the outside wall. Along with 00 collecting. But that was absolutely, I believe, on our 12 car of Byron Gay. Good job, buddy. I mean, let's see if we can get a little bit closer in on the action. Shall we? I mean, why not? Why not? Why not? Oh, wait, maybe that's too close. We're riding on board with it now. Here's nose viewing it. Bing! Full send. Oh! Into the... Yeah! That's a twofer right there. 2 for 1. That's... I bet you pretty good in bowling. Just saying. All right. So penalty's going to be thrown out again on that one. More drivers' nights getting longer. As the 926 Garrett Wiles, his light's just shortening up. He's like, yeah, just cruising, y'all kick back. I'm doing great up here, man. I can handle on these restarts as he is. As long as he gets a good restart, he can handle business up here. The problem is now for Trevor, he's like, dang it, I'm on the outside. Man, I mean, and this is like because everybody behind him, they're going to be looking for those spots. Those spots can be taken before he gets back there. It's like being in a parking lot at a concert of some sort. You know, you arrive just a smidget too late. Everything can be taken up. And that's what's going to happen here. He's going to arrive late to that hole behind him, so it's going to be about this restart. All about
Green,
this
green,
restart.
green.
He get in front of that 10. He does. Come on. Good jump by the 926. Gives a hole. 10 of the 10s right there, so the 20 has the bottom. Can get there. Does. Gets it. Wraps right in on this bottom there. That's going to leave the battle going to the 48 and the 10. 48 marching his way forward. Once again, the 10 on the outside. He's going to bring the 28 as Zimmy right along with him. We got a caution out once again. The 87 of Hardina around again, along with, I believe, nope, maybe just Hardina. Hold on. Okay, so he's off to a late start here. So there must have been some contact or something. Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, no. This is afterward. Oh, yeah, so this is after the fact. I'm not sure what that one was all about. Nope, we're not at stage. So I'm not sure, but let's just take a breather and be back here in just a moment.
Welcome to the land of big-time natural beauty and intermittent cell service. Here, cowboys drink Cabernet, farmers surf the breaks, and everyone breaks for roosters. It's a wide open and welcoming place. But that's not to say we don't have any hidden secrets. Welcome to the land of truly living, with a million things to do. Or not. Slow Cow, where life's too beautiful to rush.
Mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are in Stage 2, Front Row Esports, coming to you live from, of course, 805, live from the 805. We got Chris Williams here in the booth as we're going to go green once again with almost inside the 20 for Stage 2. Looking for the finish of Stage 2. We've been plagued with some cautions, and we're looking for some good green flag running as we got cars separated out here. We got, the 28 of Brian Zimmerman doing some fine work on the outside. Tana Daniel Best giving it his all on the bottom. So trying to bottom feed this racetrack as everyone's looking for that line, that drive in and good drive off. Everybody's single filed out here. Let's see if we can hold it for the end of Stage 2. Chris Carroll fell back with that just Narnar hook to the wall. We're talking smoking crater status. And now he's just been mired in all kinds of traffic along with the 20 of, that is the 20. Where is he at here? So Chris Carroll's a lot down right now. I'm just kind of looking. Big contact right here. 32's involved. 20 of Trevor Baxter's involved. This is just a cluster. You know what happened in here. 83 trying to get out of Dodge, trying to check out. Here comes the 87 of Raymond Hardina working the bottom. 3 wide in the back. The 32 of Tom going to back out of that. Going to go side by side with Trevor Baxter. The 13 of Michael Lempier also. So this is all just trying to sort itself out toward the back of the pack. Dylan Banks is now leading the way. Gets past Garrett Wiles at a 9.26 while we were watching all of that unfold in front of us. Now let's go ahead and now slow down a bit. Look at that pass for the race lead. Dylan Banks closing in on the 9.26 all over his bumper. Looks slow and makes it look easy. Back to Dylan Banks. Is now leading the way. Garrett Banks is in that, or Garrett Wiles is in the second position. Stoney Benfield is still rocking and rolling in P3. So great run for these guys. Daniel Best, Brian Zimmerman in fifth position now. Good job, my man. Larry Bell, same. These guys looking for some another solid top 10 runs here. Hunter Bogdan in the 86 in that seventh position now, working his way up. Now 10th position, but the biggest mover, we're going to go back to it. That's going to be Mr. Brian Zimmerman in the 10 of Daniel Best. He got sideways is what happened. So lost it, saved it, lost himself in position, but he's going to recover. Now that's going to move Ryan into fourth position and Best back to fifth. Bell still making his charge along with Matt Jones. What a soldier Matt Jones is. He's gotten into a lot of contact, and now he's going to be under some pressure and attacked by the 18. 18's gonna make short work, get to the bottom. Look at those rotors be glowing on these cars. Guys, hard on these brakes right now, trying to make these things turn. Especially these cars trapped in the pack. Got to find ways around it. The only way you can do that is by working that car pretty hard. And the way you do that is by hard, heavy braking and getting the car to turn. But Banks right now is checking out, and Garrett Wiles, they're all just kind of in their own little bubbles. Brian Zimmerman now going to hold down that fourth, but is he looking for more? I believe so. Mr. Brian Zimmerman may be looking for more. Take a ride with that 28. And that Texaco Ford.
Caution.
Uh-oh. Caution out while we're taking a ride. And we got, man. 83 Carl Lindstrom, the 77 of Matt Jones. Looks like there's contact here. At least that's what my telltale board is hollering. Hey, we're going to zoom in on the 77. So could this be... Oh, yep. That's going to be single car around and bumper cars to the outside. So that's a hook off the bottom, and around she goes. We've seen that happen to a few different drivers this evening. So rough goes and some struggles. The struggle is real here at Martinsville, folks. Absolutely. 10th caution of tonight. Few laps left remaining in stage 2. Wow, so it's going to be a short shootout. I thought I was going to say that. Me too. But this is going to be a short shootout to the stage 2 finish. So points to be out here. Carroll's going to get his lap back. Awesome. Great news for him as he's going to zoom on by. Stoked about that. That's going to put him back in the fight, especially when he needs it right at the end here. Stage 3, the longest run of the night. And, again, you're going to be on the lead lap, so it's going to be time to pick him off. We're not going to be out of caution. We're not going to be through with caution anytime soon, it seems like. So putting those into your strategies is going to be something to think about as well. Or continue to think about. So we've got a couple guys going to be pitting, I think. Now, there are some different strategies here. So the 74 or 75. So Stoney is pitting right now. So I wonder if he's going to do a short pit, and what that's going to entail for him is that yes, he's going to start back of the pack on this restart, but if these guys have to pit up here, that should rotate him to the front. We'll keep our eyes out on that one. Might. Might. There we go. Let's go with that Rolodex instead. Might rotate him to the front. At least that's what they're anticipating. 48 is going to start on the outside. I've seen this on his last year's race, where as the person firing off, he chooses the outside lane, and what it gives him that higher arc into one, and a lot more speed coming out of two. Garrett just needs to be Johnny on the spot. Here we go, green. 4 laps left remaining in stage 2. Points are on the table. Can we finish this thing on a green flag for stage 2? Banks is gone, so he did exactly that. They're going to be side by side for the 6th, 7th positions. 86 going to go side by side with the 00 donuts of Michael Rivas. Rivas working the bottom line. Scotty Stevens, Stoney Benfield. Benfield's going to be on them 4 fresh field goods, so he's going to try to get everything he can. We got Hunter Bogdan still on the outside, looking for more. Larry Bell in that 5th position, and still working for position here. Those guys still going to stay side to side, but we are single file up front with Scotty Stevens backing up ever so slightly. Here comes Chris Carroll back on the lead lap. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he may flip the stage as well, so you might see him styled up toward the front at stage ends here. But Dylan Banks leading the way, and we're coming in to stage 2 victory here. Possible sweep in store for Mr. Banks. Just when he thought he was out, he wasn't. Worked his way back through the field, and now he is gapping everybody by about 2 seconds. Garrett and Daniel Best, this is going to be the fight here for that 2nd position. Best gets underneath. He gets the best of the 926 of Garrett Wiles, but Garrett's going to try to fight back here as we're going to cross the line.
Caution.
And there it is. So that was a battle across. Garrett's going to take that 2nd position, but let's get our stuff up here so we can roll with the program. We're going to get better at this. All right. The dog. Oh, let's make this even. There we go. The dogs go to Martinsville Dogs go to Dylan Banks in the 48. P1, P2, 926 Garrett Wiles. Good drag race across the line there. Daniel Best in the 10 card, 3rd position. Brian Zimmerman in the 4th position. Round out your top 5 is going to be Larry Bell in the 43. So both those cars running great. Hunter Bogdan, 6th. 7th is Michael Rivas. Yep. 8th and 9th is Michael Lapierre. 10th is going to be Carl Lindstrom. And I believe Trevor Baxter, I think. I'm not sure, but they started flipping around. So there is your stage finish there, and points to be had and gotten. So congratulations to Banks in the 48 for his stage 2 win. And almost sweep. So we're going to take a quick break. Be back for the start of stage 3. Stick with us.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility.
And if you don't love me now, we'll never.
My rook is a phenomenal talent, but he's young.
Never break the chain.
You plus him, boom, I got a team.
When was the last time you won a race?
Sunday, Daytona.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Formula One.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then same as you.
There's this new guy. He's old. He's such a prick. He's quick though.
Get any constructive criticism for each other, what would it be?
Don't be such an dickhead. That was constructive.
Wow.
doing something? There's 20 other drivers still out on that track. Do you think any of them respect us?
You're saying Sonny Hayes isn't a has-been. He's a never was.
All right, big restart. We missed it. Welcome back to Front Row Esports as we are under green for stage 3. Big restart by the 87 of Hardina. Hardina, Trevor Baxter, Stoney Benfield, Dylan Banks, Garrett Wiles. Your top 5 now. So we have a flip of script up toward the front. Let's bring it to you. Followed by Trevor Baxter, Dylan Banks now in third position, Stoney Benfield, and we got something happening on track. Oh no, the 28 of Zimmy, I believe, is around. Let's see how this one is going to unfold. All right, so we are looking down the back stretch here, going into... See, turn number 3. Looking at the 28 on the outside, 10 of Daniel Best on the bottom. Both these cars have been running. We're running up in the top 5. Now, as you see, things flip themselves back around. As driver strategies have played out, they found themselves back in 13th, 14th positions here. So the 28 high, out the groove. He's going to do everything to bring this thing back. Nope, and it's not going to happen. He's going to slice right. Oh, almost. If the 13 would have checked up just a wee bit, he could have dodged that whole thing. But 28 goes around and takes some damage on that one. So we've seen high out the groove to a loose off here out of 4. And we'll see it at speed here. Bam! Back to her end of the wall. He's going to get her around, though. So that's going to be fixable if he wants to fix it, or if he has that. Again, that's where that strategy is going to come into play. All right. Mr. Hardina in 87, still leading the way. Track position is king here at Martinsville. Yeah, I got to love that. Raymond Hardina. He's had himself a little bit of a rough start in tonight's race. Been up here into some contact. Now find his way through some strategies up here in P1. It's the best place to be. All right. So we're going to go and light them up once again and see if we can get ourselves some good green flag run-ins here. We're going to have ourselves about 140 laps into this run. So these guys are going to need fuel somewhere in this. So the running order will have to flip again, depending on strategies. 48's looking pretty good in that third position. He's going to fire off nicely on the bottom. The 75 of Stoney, he knows how fast that 48 is. So he needs to keep him basically pinned down and stop that exit. 20, yeah, you need to restart your life right now, my man. We're going to watch 20, Trevor Baxter. He's going to go for it. He does. Good restart by the 87 and the 48. They're going to go door to door for the 20, looking down at the back of the 20 car of Trevor Baxter. He's going to go side by side now with the 75. 75 of Stoney Benfield. He's got himself a little bit of hot rod out there. Well, look for that guy. Oh, and Banks is gone. Does the pass for the race lead and does it into quickness. We'll back that up, too, as soon as we get to it. But 87 on older tires, I mean, that's just a matter of time. 75, they're going to try to hold it tough until this thing cycles out. Try to get some track position. That is the key. And here comes the man, Mr. Chris Carroll. You get some, bruh. I don't do it again. I almost skipped out on the second ride with Chris Carroll. See what kind of handful he has. See them hands be working right now. Uh-oh, we got a battle happening right up in front of him. I believe that's going to be Michael and Daniel Best. Possibly. More fights to be had here as we're just trying to make sure we get them all. That kind of separated itself out. But Carroll trying to make a move and work his way back up toward the front. Same thing with Carl Lindstrom in the 83. Mr. Lindstrom, love that car. Beautiful. Napa Chevy. Riding in the top 10 at the moment here, trying to fend off Hunter Bogdan. Michael Rivas in the 00. Oh, another pass. Garrett Wiles, there it is. Garrett Wiles under attack by the 75. Oh, and around goes. Or we're still in the green? We are. That was the 87. We had two cars go around at the simultaneously here and into the inside wall. We are still green. Everybody saved it, more or less. Banks off to a commanding lead. Trevor Baxter now in second position. Let's see if Trevor Baxter has a little something for that Dylan Banks in the 48 as he's now in second position. We got a side-by-side battle happening between the 75 and the 10 of Daniel Best. Let's see who's going to get the best out of this position. That's Best there. Rotates on the bottom, gets it done, and brings the Chris Carroll along with them in the 18. 18, door open of the 75. Carroll is on a mission and on the move right now. Look at this cat go. Lay into it, brother. Get some. I mean, but don't take too much time. We ain't got all day, okay? Just saying. Like his arc there, it's gonna point him down that backstretch so he can just get in that power. He's like, screw it, dude. I'm taking it outside, man. Screw it, man. I got room. So you look at it, and again, that's what you trick up the driver too. Trick up the driver. If you know, in the worst case scenario, you're gonna have to put a little bit of bumper to him, and and that's just how it's gonna go down. But Banks, he's still leading the way. But let's see, is Baxter tracking or is he catching? Anyone been paying attention to that? Yeah, there we go. So looks like he may be losing ever so slightly. We're almost at 3 seconds ahead of the 20. So he's working. He's working pretty dang hard. Same thing with Garrett. Garrett's been doing himself a fine job this evening, though. He's found himself starting at the top of the field in fourth position. Yes, so he started fourth. He's now in third, and he's been riding in the top 5, more or less, most of the evening. Found a good strategy, and now is making it happen. Here we go. Talk about making it happen, Captain. I think this is going to be the next possible bump and runners, you know what I'm saying? On this stuff right here. Let's hold our breath as you ride along with Chris Carroll. 18. About to show a little Kyle Busch in this thing. Ooh, so close to the little bump and runner. That's who we're missing tonight. Where's Kyle Wellman at? Wildman Wellman. I just thought about that. He is not in the field tonight. I'm going to make sure he's still alive. But this battle continues here as you see Carroll just doing everything he can to get around this 10 and get the proper run at the right time. Stoney Binfield, he's backing up ever so slightly. Same thing with 43 and 83. 83's actually making his way forward here. He's bringing along company. That's going to be the 86 of Hunter Bogdan. Brian Zimmerman found his way into that top 10. Excellent run there, getting them points that he needs to keep himself into that fight for the championship. Michael Lapierre is in the 13 car, 11th position. Michael Rivas in the 00. Oh, Donuts in the back. Door-to-door. Chevy Camaro making his run here in the 12th position. 13th, 02 of Scotty Stevens. Raymond Hardina has gathered it back up in the 87 and now is in that 14th position. Jones, he is the first car one lap down, and he's continuing to march, looking for possibly one more caution, so that way he can get himself back on the lead lap. But just as we say this, here comes the race leader. Race leader approaching the back of the field, and I was like, oh, do we have someone around? So we have the race leader here approaching the back of the field, and let's see how hard these guys fight this leader off so they can stay on this lead lap or chances of being back on it. So right now, the 77 desperately needs a caution. I hate to say that out loud. We've had enough of them this evening. But that's what he needs. Because, or something happened to this. But anyways, this 48 car is on fire right now. I mean, he's so hot, man. Hey, be careful not to burn the cake, bro. Okay? Because that's a possibility. I mean, he's in the Ally Chevy tonight. He's not in the doing it right and doing it wrong Chevy. And see everybody just kind of ripping. Here comes the leader approaching the tail end of the lead lap. So these guys need to understand they got to go. Got the 8 car about to go another lap down here. As where's Jones? So Jones, he sees this, right? He sees that leader. So I think Jones is starting to he's stepping on it. Now he's like, I got to go. And he got past the 0-2 of Scotty Stevens, who is still on the lead lap, but he does put some cars in between him. So Jones doing everything he can. We got some battle happening here on track. The 00 going up against the 87. Watch yourself there, buddies. You see the 87's just glowing some rotor right there. Ooh. And here comes your race leader onto this lap traffic. This is going to be a little bit of a sketch dog maneuver approaching. These guys are trying to stay. That looks like the 8's going to go high and let the leader around. So no contest there. Here comes the 0-2. He's going to go a lap down. This will be his first lap down. And actually, the 0-2 doesn't want to see this either. Now the 0-2's going to battle back. He's like, I got to go. Here comes the leader. Oh, no. Guess what? It's a little too late. So, I mean, these guys are burning up their rubber, or what's left of them. But we have Banks here, who is now, he's in a really bad spot. You don't want to be here. Lap down car and a car that's about ready to go lap down. He smokes him. That's it right there. Smokes him. Contact between the two. Whoa, that was almost a caution. I'm sure that Banks kind of puckered a little bit there as those guys got together, because that could have hooked that car right down in front of him. And we seen that last year as well. He got similar contact between a couple cars that were fighting for different positions. Trevor Baxter now 3.8 off the lead. It's going to be a challenge to regain that kind of track time. Carroll's still trying to march his way through the field as he's now found himself up to 4th position and stalled out a little behind the 926 of Garrett Wells. This could be your next fight here, but I guess during all that we did miss the Chris Carroll and Best pass. And let's look that over, since we were tracking that for a while. So the 18 finally gets by with a little bit of a bump and run. Yep. Pink. Later, I got to go down. And the 10 almost tried to cross him back over, but gave it too much will and almost lost the car. But great save by Best there in the 10 car. Great save, buddy. So now the 18 has zeroed in on that 926's bumper. And he's going to try to get by him. Now, there is still time left. There's time on track, but it's going to be perfect on and off pit road. I don't think they can make it, in fuel-wise. Tires, is it going to be more advantageous to short stop and gain that track time, that time on track with them for fresh feel goods? Banks now going underneath the 87, putting more cars laps down. Trevor Baxter following in suit. And again, this is going to be pretty much the battle on track. Is going to be for that 3rd and 4th positions. Here we go, buddy. Carroll starting to reel him in. Ooh, get a little loose off there. Late on his shift. Maybe he's trying to drag that for a second, but that's the other thing is too. You got a shift here. I don't know if y'all realize that, but boom, there's a downshift. Roll. Then power out. Shift. Then downshift. So maybe he's shifting two. What? I don't know. That sounds like he may have been going through a couple gear. Oh, there it is. Just one gear. He's closing. He is definitely closing. He's got him. Ah, not again. That stupid security warning thingamajig. I'm going to kick your butt. I don't want anything to do with you, I don't think. I thought I closed you. So, that's nice. Anyways, security warning, it says. And I don't know how to get rid of this thing. It goes away on its own. So maybe we have to get into that one. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to delete that or something. But anyways, that will be gone too. But I guess it's a quick little sponsor from them, huh? So far, they're really annoying. So I don't know if I'd recommend them. This battle is still continuing. And we're going to possibly look for that. It's going to have to be a bump and run when it comes to Garrett. Garrett's not going to give this one up. He's going to keep fighting. He's going to keep driving. And all these guys are going to do is continue to wear on their tires here. So at least and the brakes too. The brakes are going to start getting soft. The car's not going to stop like it was. Let me look at Carroll's brakes. You can see him glowing from up here, man. Jeez, look at those. Look at those brake runners just glow. Now he gets by right there. Finally gets him, and he understands. Like, I think they just those cars, I know that Garrett's car just couldn't take much more of that, it seemed like. But now will he have the chance to get here's the best thing is we got the leader in lap traffic, but he's making short work of lap traffic. But this is where it does get treacherous. Big time. As he makes his way around the 13 of Michael Lapierre. And closing in on the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. Zimmerman going high. Man, he's going to be lapping all the way up. This is 9th position he's lapping. Now he's looking at 8th position of Carl Lindstrom. Wow. Dude is on fire right now. Flying through the field. Look at those brake rotors just glowing on both those cars. Insane. What a drive off there by the 48. Gets underneath the 83 and putting one more car a lap down. Sitting next sights on the 86 of Hunter Bogdan. So Baxter on just a terror of a pace in tonight's race. Baxter.
And speaking of the 48 there, Tron.
What up, buddy?
Did you check out his new paint scheme there from Raptor Race Designs from Hunter Laguna?
Is that a Raptor Race? Okay. All right.
It is.
Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, it's a good-looking car. Heck, good-looking car.
It is.
How you doing, bud? What happened? You retired early?
We had to take a nitro. We're not doing that good. We're just hanging out right now.
All right, my man. All right. Well, you don't want to come up in here because I'm going to rile all that heart and stuff back up again. So,
we need something.
Well, right now, I mean, it's Banks is just doing, one of the whippings, putting a whipping on the field as he's
Banks
now
is doing what Banks does.
Right.
All
right. But we got Hunter Bogdan now. He going lap down, so that's going to put Larry Bell 6th position up next. So where is Larry Bell? Wow, I used to just see everybody just looking for that drive off. Center rotation seems to be lagging a bit through, and I'm just kind of curious. So I've got to look at Mr. Banker's tires here. Let's bring this one up. Let's see the last time he pit, and we'll get a great insight on what kind of tire wear we're looking. Here we go. Okay, pit stop lap. There it is.
On car.
All right, so Banks last pitted at 102. So along with the rest of the field, Carroll 102 or 103. Yeah, so 102, 102. So that Carroll Walls, Best, Bell. Best not same. So you see a few different strategies there, 102, 103, 92 for Baxter. So again, he tried to flip the script there and get that track position and did so. But so you see that, I love this thing. That's great. Now I'm able to understand it a little bit more.
It's always good.
Yeah. But Banks, here he goes. Underneath the 43 of Bell. That is 6th position. Now looking in at Daniel Best. Where's Best looking here?
That is, yeah.
Let's go gearbox. So looking back from the 10 car of Daniel Best. Let's see, where do you see that? You see him anywhere? Oh, there he is, right there. Dun, dun,
Dylan's
dun,
just
dun,
really
dun,
good and consistent at getting on the brakes, getting the car slowed down, keeping it on the bottom, and just getting on. I mean, he's just good all around the track. But if you notice, he's just so consistent every corner, getting into the corner. That's where he's gaining so much time, getting into the corners.
Oh, yeah. And then and it gives him a proper launch off, which is another thing too. Is when you get in that rotation through center, you're getting a good launch off here. He's pointing the car right, hooks it nicely, doesn't overpower it. Yeah, good ride right here for old Bankers in his 48.
Yep.
Raptor Race Graphics Design, Allied Chevy 48. There we go.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, now we finally get some green flag running, which is nice.
We do. It's always good to get some green flag running in.
Rest of the field ain't thinking so, because we got Banks here who's just torturing the rest of the field.
They're not happy about it.
Right. Torturing the field right now, as we still have ourselves a decent amount of racing still left to be had, dude.
84 laps to go.
Wow. So to get it's weird how this whole flow of the race went. Really super compact, in the first stage 1 and 2, and now 3 we fire off. We had a little bit of a caution in the beginning, and now things have really separated to the fact of where it got. It shows the speed of one car throughout the pack. As I mean, the cars are going lap down right now, multiple lap downs, just trying to hold on. But it doesn't mean that there's not positions to be had still left yet out there on track and points to gain, right?
Oh, there's plenty of points to gain yet and stuff, and especially with it being a light field, it's definitely going to be a good points day for all these drivers in the field tonight, to be honest. So any extra spot they can gain is going to be one more point, which is going to be helpful for some of these drivers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right now we've seen, I thought a battle might be starting to heat up between the 13 and 28. 28 and the 43 looked good earlier, and now they just, getting mired in a little bit of that traffic. They're still inside the top 10. Going to be proud of tonight's run, especially after last night. They're going to have a really good week here.
And speaking of traffic, you wouldn't think because it's Martinsville on the short track, but there's definitely aero dependency on the front of these cars getting in and out of the corner when you're behind a car. You definitely feel a difference. So that clean air is definitely also helpful as well.
And track position, you get to nail that line while everyone else is fighting for theirs.
Exactly.
Baxter in that second position, 8 seconds back now. Carroll may have burnt him off getting up through traffic, but finally gets past the 926 of Garrett Wiles. Let's look that over. We just missed that. Here we go. So here is the pass for the 926. I knew it was going to be it wasn't a bumper. 926 is going to go wide. I think we did see this one, or was it the? Yeah, I think that was it. I think we did see that one already. Yep. But anyways, wow, it's weird how the clouds moved away and the difference of brightness we got on track, and that's going to change track temperature, right?
Track has gone up about 2 degrees since the clouds have said bye-bye. So.
All right, so we got Lindstrom in now. He's in the pits. I don't know if he just got his 4 fresh field goods or if he's looking to pit. He's looking to pit.
Coming in now. Yep, he's coming in. Yep.
So pit stops are commencing. Same thing with Carroll. Carroll's going to undercut this thing. I'm sure these guys got to try something different to and slow
100%.
that 48 down. So Banks now is, again, just ripping through the field. And coming up to the 10 of Best.
Yep.
Yeah. 4th position right here. Oh, my goodness. He's going to get past 4th here. Daniel Best in 4th place. Mexican is going to try to take him on the bottom here. Work his way around him. If I was Best to get them tires. But still, what a lead this guy has over the field. So things kind of, now the 00 just paves right out the way. Lets things kind of, and letting the race flow out. So we got everyone, well, not everyone in, but we do have people in their pits here.
You know, and I do think that might benefit some of the guys that just pitted early. You know, a few laps ago, it's going to give them some fresh tires. Dylan's still staying out. You know, fresh tires do make a big difference here as far as,
oh, yeah.
You know, not necessarily wear, but it's the tire temperature that's the big concern on these tires tonight at Martinsville.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, right now it seems, but we're also going to look at this closing ratio of cars. Like, I'm looking at the 87 of Raymond Hardina, who has some fresh tires. The 48 does not. And he's in jeopardy of getting, 48 is in jeopardy of getting ran over, literally, by the 87. These guys are on a tremendous difference of grip and speed, especially through center. So the 48's going to just stretch this thing out, it seems. So that way, when he gets his tires, he's going to be good. And I'm sure he's probably waiting for this thing to cycle itself out. Don't want to be trapped in kind of a lap down and give this thing away. Or you know, something like that of nature. But right now, he's put so much of the lap down, he should be good. So we got the 87 fighting against the 48, and now the 77 is in jeopardy of going another lap down from the 48. So 48 is going to remain, and now the 87 is going to go on the outside. This is not going to be pretty. Gets past him on the outside. Now here comes 87, going to look low. So again, these are this lap down cars making their way through traffic with a different style of tires. So they got their 4-fish feel goods. They're going to be superheroes ripping through the pack, but the guys with are still on their old tires are at a different, very much different speed ratio, and closing ratio was accelerated. You got to watch out for that. All right, so we have cars cycling and circling, and I believe pit stops are going to be really coming into play here in the next few laps. So we're going to take ourselves a break, be back here, hopefully for keep this thing green, and the conclusion of tonight's race. Stick with us.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He's trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star! I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Get down from there.
Look like an angel.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing? No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
Ew. We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Stitch that.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good. That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles, we have a blue dog to catch.
Cobra! No, wait!
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Got Front Row Esports here with 2025 Cup Series, and we are at Martinsville. Skate shooting a little late. Got Chris Hollywood here at the helm, and we are under caution. Carl Lindstrom looks like he may have locked him up going into one. Let's see. We had a huge green flag run going on here. Pit stops were commencing. Leader just pit as we have the 83 on the bottom here. 77 outside 02. He's going to come in hot, locks him up, and gets into the 02. Keeps it semi-point in the right direction. He's going to take some damage and have to get that thing fixed. Hopefully he can get some new tires on that thing yet. But, man, so we were back under caution. And like I said, we did have Banks in the 48, the leader, who checked out, who is now mired in some traffic. But he did put a lot of the cars a lap down. So that's going to work to his benefit on his initial starting position, coming back green again, but he's still going to be buried in some good traffic. Garrett Wiles does show as our race leader. So I believe that's going to be Banks taking the wave around. Yes, along with the 77 and a bunch of others. A lot of others. Yeah. And then we're gonna try to sort this thing out, because we have just a mere 50 laps left in tonight's race. Was in any other race, it'd be more like a 20 lap, 25 lap sprint. Let's see. Do we still have Mr. Yes, we do. Roddy Morrison, guest appearance by Mr. Roddy Morrison as we go back green once again. Ronnie, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
How about this, dude? So far, we've had some really crazy race, caution fest throughout the beginning. Long green flag run for stage 3, and now what do you think's going to happen?
It's anybody's race at this point. I mean, Banks has been extremely strong, but everybody's starting to push it just a little harder. I mean, you just seen it right there. Brakes locking up, entering in. I mean, everybody's trying to get everything they can get.
The one thing we don't see, at least right now, is going to be that big glower, that glowing on the rotors, as we were seeing earlier. These brakes have cooled down, and you were mentioning that on how vibrant that those rotors are and how real it looks.
I mean, typically I'm sitting in the driver's seat here,
right,
so I don't get to see that. But tonight, man, this is something else watching it from this angle.
Oh yeah, and it has. It's definitely more vibrant now, per se, now than after these new updates. So Love iRacing, keep it up. The graphics are looking beautiful. Drivers are on point. We having ourselves a good race at Martinsville.
28 just in the wall.
Uh-oh.
Looks like maybe Miller may have helped him a little bit. But they kept it going.
28 sideways and into the fence.
I just like to point out there are 2 cars on track that are still at a 0x for the race.
Wow.
You shut your mouth.
Wow.
That'll be Garrett Wiles in the 926.
That I don't believe.
And Larry Bell in the 43.
That I do believe.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe Larry. I don't believe it. Garrett. I'm just going to be honest.
Wow.
Sorry,
and the 926 Garrett Wiles up here leading the race. Great job with the 0x, keeping the car clean, and it does show it. Again, he's been up here in this top 5, top 3 the entire evening doing work up here. And right now, work's getting done with him leading the race. The 20 car, Trevor Baxter, sitting on his bumper. And, man, he might be looking for his possible sneak attack here, sneak a win, and get his 3rd of the year. Garrett hasn't won one. Oh, wait, has Garrett won yet? No, he hasn't won one yet this year, huh?
Yep. Slow car on the backstretch. Looks like Herdina.
Uh-oh. Oh,
But
her
he has it
no!
going again.
There you go. Watch out for that herd nerd tequila. That's just wild back there. Woo! Gary's still making some progress. Baxter's sitting right on this. Ooh, there's gonna be a bump and run here. I feel it. I feel it.
I don't know. I think Baxter's just gonna ride right now. Save some tire. You know Dylan's fast, but he's got to work his way through traffic right now.
Yeah,
to get back up there.
Oh, we have contact to the wall by the 20 car. Not hard contact, but enough to will and slow him up. But that's what we've already seen. We've seen Dylan make quick work of the field, and he made it quick work of the field when he was in front. So if I was Baxter, I'd be like, give me that lead. I'm gonna check out and get the heck out of here. Yes, put some
I don't
distance
disagree
on this guy, because the more that I sit here behind the and he's taking that air off, so he's not running that fast the laps. He can run toward the front. But Garrett too, he's trying to work his program. 0x, like you just mentioned, clean car and fast. So he's doing everything that he needs to do to keep that thing up toward the front.
100%.
So good.
I was gonna just ask. So Ronnie, who's your pick for tonight?
Oh Lord, the 48 has been extremely strong tonight.
Okay.
It's hard not to choose him.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. How about you, Tron?
Man, I don't know, dude. Honestly, I was thinking Carroll was looking pretty hot, but he's been mired in some traffic. But the strength that I've seen is going to be out of the 48, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of, I don't know, man. I want to say the 48 is probably going to take it for the strength of the car, but he has to get there first, and a lot still has to happen in that time frame. And right now, it seems as if he may be falling back, because I thought he was gaining on Best, but
he's not. I mean, slow car saved it.
He's not gaining on the leader. The leader is pulling.
Yeah, but the cautions ain't over with.
Oh, not yet, because the 20 just got on the back of him. Here we go. No pressure from his 6. Here we go. Here comes the pass for the lead. Okay, Garrett making quick work of that.
Lets him go.
Yes, absolutely. And again, this is a different Garrett Wiles that I'm looking at here. This is the last few times I've seen him do this prior, where he actually doesn't fight him that hard, lets him go, saves his car, and survives to stay up in that top 3, top 5. Now he's going to stay on the bumper of the 20, and let's see what's going to happen. He gets loose there, loose off. Yep, gets contact to the wall there. Probably similar to what Baxter just experienced. But here comes Baxter now, as he's going to get underneath the 28, who's wounded after, unfortunate contact with the 8 car, I believe. So still just trying to soldier on, if you will, and make it to the end of this thing. But it's Trevor Baxter, your race leader, working his way through traffic. And now on the bumper, bump. Oh, bumper cars, baby. 27, the 77 was a little slower through center, and that had to slow up the 20. The 926 was not expecting that. That might have been a big enough hit to give Garrett a 4X. I'm not sure. I'm just saying. Oh, it did not.
0X.
Wow. All right. And we see we got some cloud cover, so that might drop that temperature back down again here on the
80 degrees.
So we are. All right. So we're cooling off. Yep. Grip should be picking up along with the pressure of the finish of tonight's race.
What about the Sparks? Sparks going to be flying?
I don't know. I really don't think so. I think that we're done with the Sparks. I think these guys are going to basically everyone's just going to try to, like I said, soldier on and get the best finish they can get now. I
do agree.
We've dragged this race on long enough, I'm thinking, and now it's just going to be about holding on and getting there. I don't see a lot. Well, I do still see positions to be gained, and
definitely.
We have laps left on in tonight's race, but right now it's Baxter. Good, he I mean, this would be.
I mean, Dylan's coming. Dylan is getting
now
there
in third.
slowly. Yep,
He's cutting down the time. Oh, he into the fence there. Dylan is. Okay, yeah, so he's closer than I thought, and now he's starting to gain time. So he knows it's go time. He's going to have to put the hammer down. But again, there's going to be 2 cars to pass up here that are not. I think Garrett will give up that 0x for a chance to win this thing. That's all I'm saying. All right.
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
I would too, in a heartbeat. I'd give myself an 8x. Damn all that, right? I mean, because there's 2 cars I got to battle against, so 4x for each of you. I don't want to be stingy. I want to be fair to the guys I'm going to be battling. So 4x for you, 4x for you. Thank you very much. My win. But the 20 is doing. Oh, loose off, Garrett. And the 20 does not want to see that. He wants that 20 or that 926 to ride with them pretty good here. So, but at the same time, when that 48 gets to Garrett, he's just hoping that Garrett will put up that fight, slow him back. But we have 30 laps left in tonight's race. I think.
I mean, it's go time. It is go time now with 30 laps left.
So he's gonna have to get through traffic with no cautions. Also, but the 48's gaining faster, I think, than I was anticipating. He has time to get there. And I know that there's a bumper owed to the 20 by the 48. So, I mean, but no, a friendly bumper, friendly as it can be, at least. And there is your monkey wrench, everyone.
Hunter Bogdan, Brian Zimmerman, and Scotty Stevens.
Slowing the roll here. As we got the 86 at Hunter Bogdan. He gonna throw. Oh man, he got some brakes lit up like it's a campfire out there, and he gives a good shot to the 28. Right, 28's gonna set sail to the outside here. He's outside the groove, and then again, we've already seen this before. Guys give it a lot of wheel. That back end comes around, collects the 86 and the 02 at the same time. 02 is gonna get off with minimal there, as it's just a nice little, little knuckles there to the 48, no big deal. All right, so that's gonna. Woo! It's gonna be tires.
The leaders, Trevor stayed out, and Dylan Best. Dylan and Garrett are on pit road. Larry's on pit road. To the top, so the 20 and the 10 stayed out.
The Jesus! Oh my!
How about this for some strategy, huh? Yeah.
But we've seen what those fresh tires can do. There's plenty of time left. I think I would have pitted. Honestly, I think if I was Trevor and the 10, I know track position, but I mean, I know it's one of those. You're if you're up in front, everyone's gonna do opposite of what you do. So.
You remember how we were just saying Sparks are probably done?
Yeah, I guess not, huh?
Right. Yeah. I jinxed it. My bad. Sorry, guys.
I mean, if we're going to be staying in tune with last year's Martinsville race, I mean, we had a late stage caution that sent us into not overtime, but an actual green-white checkered. So, and he finished under those. Well, kind of. I don't know. You were sideways at the end of that thing.
I was. I don't remember.
You were. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that was a good one.
A long time ago.
Yep. So it was definitely some fun racing, and again, we're having it again. Front Row Esports trying to put on another great show.
Yep. And I do apologize for anyone watching that normally runs with us about the change in times. I've gotten some messages about guys that didn't realize the time change for the start.
Oh.
So that equates to the small field tonight.
Oh, so Tom's on the hot seat in this one. That's why we got a light field. I was expecting a lot. Anyways, we're going to go back green again. Yeah. Green! The 20 utilizes the outside launch, and the 48's going to, shoot into this thing. He's got contact, more contact, and the 10 goes around.
Saved it, still going.
No,
Kept it
10
going.
is out of business, and the battle for the lead continues. Now the 48, he's going to throw it in there. Trevor Baxter is going to retain the lead, but we do have caution out once again. I see the 8 car and the 02 car lit up here on my telltale. So let's see. It's no F's givens time. So let's see how bad it's going to get. We're looking at the 8. And let's see, Scotty Stevens. There we go, looking for, oh, okay. So this is when the 10 sideways. This is still checkup. Everyone makes their way around. Great save by the 10 as he's looking out the passenger side window there. But, again, everyone's still going. So where is it at?
It is Mark Miller and Scotty Stevens.
Okay, oh, here we go. Okay, yep, there he goes. Stevens locks him up, goes up into the 8, and they both go say hi to that outside wall. More the 8, per se, than the 02. Oh, yeah, so Scotty just waved from a distance. All right, so we're back under caution. This, I don't know. I mean, Baxter's a sitting duck, more or less. I mean, that's just how it's going to be.
Yeah.
And the only thing he can hope for, maybe possibly, is a juke to restart, make Banks, falter on the restart, right? So he gets black flag, gets hit to the rear of the field. That's the only thing that's going to save him. Or, the 48 overshoots and goes around. But Carroll's right there as well. So don't.
The thing is, I don't see, with how consistent the 48 is, don't see him making a mistake.
Well, we just seen one. We've seen him lock him up, and
well,
he almost, again,
yeah, it's true.
Anything could happen. He got Chris Carroll, the 18.
Look, I'm just gonna say, I want to see Larry Bell win.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
I want to see old Belsky just
Belsky ring some bells out there.
Look, personally, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to.
Right.
I wouldn't be mad if he just drove through those 3 and won the race. Okay.
Well, honestly,
it won't happen.
No, because Bell's smarter than that.
Kindest guy on the iRacing.
Right, but Bell's just going to let Trevor, Dylan, and Chris do it all for him. Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna.
Yep.
So here we go, green again. We're gonna go for it one more time here. Okay. We gone. Great launch by the. Oh, hey, hello. Oh, and a big bump by the 20 or by the 18. 18's gonna look low. Oh, pass for the race lead. 18 gives a shove to the 20. The 18's gonna go low now. 20's gonna go to his door. 48's gonna follow the open door. 48's now all over the bumper of Carroll. Can Carroll steal the win? It's all these 3 guys gonna go. Oh, more Doran right there. Contact. 20 gets a little loose off. 48's going to be all over his bumper. 18 still left yet to go. 48 has the speed. 18, he has the talent. Let's see if he can block up for 17 more laps. I seriously doubt it. But, I mean, we're going to find out here. Garrett Wiles in the 926. He slid right back into that 3rd position, looking for that podium finish. Trevor Baxter finds himself into that 4th. Larry Bell, top 5. Great run for Bell.
Contact in the front, though.
Uh-oh.
There was some contact. Dylan's sending it in real hard.
He wants that race lead.
Yep.
Here we
He's
go.
giving Carroll little bumps.
On board with the 48.
I will say, though, Chris Carroll's probably one of the hardest guys to wreck on iRacing.
He's going to have to be. He's going to have to give it everything right now, dude. He was fast in qualifying, put it up there in the front.
Yep.
So he's got the speed in the car. He's going to see him. Oh, missed the center the way he was wanting.
Oh, Garrett, get loose.
Oh, yellow flag's out. The 18 still has the race lead.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Can he hold them off? So, and then 926 and Wiles just decimated his zero, his donut. Watching the 926 in 3rd position. This is just going to be crushing right here. I already hurt. I don't know what happened. He's going to be loose off here. Yes, he does. Oh, locks it down. Going to give himself a little scratch on the bumper. And he's going to go to the back of the pack at the very worst time he can possibly think of. Wow. Man, he was
there goes his 0x.
What's that?
No, he still hold on.
It's broken.
He still has a 0x.
It's broken.
How?
Yeah, it's broken.
Anyways.
I thought there was something funky about that 92670X. Yeah, okay. But here we go. Oh my goodness. So another restart. Let's look over the tire program one more time to see what kind of benefits we're looking at here between Banks and Carroll.
The big thing is heat.
Yeah, 174 last pit, 187 for Banks. So we're looking at over 10 laps. So 13 laps difference, 12, 13 lap difference in tires right there. That's going to be huge right now. But yeah, keeping them cool, that's what's really going to make or break that thing too. I mean, can some of these guys maybe pit, throw some four freshens on, gain themselves some positions here at the end? I mean, that's if I was sitting back here and anywhere of this top 10, I'd be throwing some tires on. Absolutely. So we're going to take them around as we're just kind of looking through the field here. So did we have
Baxter pit?
No. Baxter and Chris Carroll. No, Chris pitted, right?
No.
No, Chris Carroll and Baxter stayed out.
Yeah.
So
Banks,
Dylan's.
Yeah. Carroll, Banks,
Dylan,
Baxter,
Bell,
and Bell. Mm-hmm.
Yep, are all on new tires.
No, Bell's still. He stayed out, right?
No, he pitted.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So
Trevor
it's only
Baxter and Chris Carroll are on older tires.
Right. So but the newest is going to be the basically 4th, 5th, 6th on back. Okay, good launch by Carroll. This is what he needs. He needs, and here comes a 20. Oh, big bump to the 18 as he gets sideways here, checks up the field, 10's around again. Oh, man.
Saved it again.
But
though.
he saved
So
it.
props for saving it
I'm
again.
hearing contact. I'm hearing lots of contact. Okay, back to the race front here. The 48 and 18 going to go back at it again. The 20 gave it his all. The 43 of Bell, he is in that catbird seat. If these two get into it, he could steal this race right now. It's all up to the 48 to get past the 18. The 18 needs to do everything he can. He's going to put the 48 on the outside. He guarded that inside entry. He is blocking. He is going to get low on him now. 48 going to go around. He's going to take that lead. Oh, Carroll loose off. Here comes Bell on the bottom for the second place. Bell tried to hit podium one more time. He got second last night. Could he get second again? Oh, bump by the 20. 20 is going to send him through the center here. 5 laps left remaining. This is the battle on track. Banks escapes and starts to soar off. Carroll, Bell, and Baxter fight for that second position. Brian Zimmerman up to 5th position now. And Garrett Wiles, who had an unfortunate spin move, but making the best of it, back to 7th, or now to 7th. And as everybody else is just charging on. Banks coming into 3 laps left remaining. Banks leading the way. Only thing that can ruin his day is going to be a late stage caution. But we have Banks with a commanding lead over the 18 of Chris Carroll. Larry Bell in the 43, 3rd position. He's fighting with Trevor Baxter, trying to hold on to that podium. Looking for some really good points. This is the tightest battle in the field. Brian Zimmerman, he's got the best seat in the house. Looking at his teammates saying, go, dude, go. As Bell is dropping the hammer and giving her all she's got. Looking for at least that P3 and holding off Trevor Baxter. We got the white flag in the air. Banks leading the way. Roaring down the backstretch for the final time. Here comes the 48. Gapping the field with Chris Carroll in the 18. Trailing behind 18 or the 43 of Bell.
He's going to get
it. And there he
it.
goes. Cross the line. Dylan Banks. The 48. Congratulations. Chris Carroll in the 18. Second position. Larry Bell in the 48. Rounds out your top three. But Dylan Banks, your race winner. All right, let's get up all our fun stuff here. As Banks wins at Martinsville once again. 2 in a row. Banks is trying to make a statement. And he burns him down. Beautiful. Smoke show on the front stretch. He's getting good at those. As he should. 48 ripping it. He is on a roll right now, and he's going to try to burn it back. But right now we do have Chris Carroll in that second position, and Larry Bell rounds out your top three. Let's look over our final points here of tonight's race, and then we'll get over to the post-race show. All right. Dylan Banks, of course, your race winner. Carroll in the 18, second position. Belskis, Bell, ringing a bell for that third, and back in podium once again. So for that 43, good job for him. Trevor Baxter finishes up with a solid run in that fourth position, up 4 spots today. But biggest mover of the race and rounding out your top 5, Brian Zimmerman in the 28, up 14 positions. Michael Lampierre in the 13, 6th position. 7th is going to go to Garrett Wiles in the 926. 8th is going to go to the 86 of Hunter Bogdan. The 10 of Daniel Best gets that 9th position. Rounding out your top 10 is going to be Raymond Hardina in the 87. Scotty Stevens in the 02, 11th position. 12th, the 83 of Carl Lindstrom. 13th, Matt Jones in the 77. Michael Reeves in the 14th position in that 00 Donuts machiner. Good job for him, though. Yeah, and Toby Miller in the 8 car, 15th position. Stoney Benfield, that 75. Man, he had some speed, but got caught up. You know, that's what happens. But good to see him out there running up front. Tom Freitas in the 32. 17th position, Byron Gay in the 12. 18th position, 73 of Kenneth Bartholomew. Didn't really get a chance to see him today, but 19th position, and that rounds out more or less your field for this evening. But Dylan Banks, your race winner. All right, let's get us all over the post-race show. Okay, let's see if I can bring this guy up. There we are. Okay, so we still got a crew up in this thing. Tom, you got a copy?
I'm here. I'm
here.
here.
Man, all right. So Tom is here. Tom Freitas, the Gunny, the CEO from Row ESPORTS. Man, thanks for joining us here in the booth and keeping us some company. I hope you're feeling better. I'm not with Sam.
Yeah, we're
with Ronnie. But how you doing, dog?
Just loving it. Loving the racing.
All right. But I got some wounded cats in my booth, so I just really want to make sure both you guys are doing okay. So the injured list, if you will. So Tom,
upright and breathing.
Well, that's good.
No.
All right. But man, so we had ourselves one heck of a race tonight. Super stoked. Dylan Banks brings it home again. Let's go ahead and drag him up in here for me if you can, there, Tom. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Oh, and let me get this out the way. That is not supposed to be there. There you are. Perfect. Get out of here. All right, Mr. Dylan Banks, no stranger to the booth per se, loves to help out and does a great job in the truck series for co-casting, and comes out here, wants to get back on the camera once again. Mr. Banks, what up, dog? Look at you go, dude.
Hey, I just want to say, let's go, baby. Let's go. Hell yeah, let's go.
You get up, stretch my legs, dude. What a run you had tonight. How about it out there, dude? How was the battle? I mean, it looked fierce. I mean, but
it was.
You put the whip snap down there for a minute on it, dude. You lopped all the, to like 5th position, 6th position? Are you kidding me? Wow. 4th?
Something like that. No, something like that. But I ain't the arrogance type of guy. But this race was definitely a statement race. I said last week that I was going to come out here and kick some ass. Yeah. And I think we got the cautions and stuff, so it was hard to get a big lead on them. But I think we came out here and did just that.
You did, but I mean, walk us through your race, though. I mean, so traffic. How was traffic back there? Was there some difficulties? You seem to find your way through it. And give us the ups and downs. And what do you think was one of the biggest winning points of your race tonight?
Yeah, that one caution when Carl came out, I was leaving the pits and it put me a lap down. I'm like, dang, that could be the race right there. Because the lucky thing is that I had no laps on the tires. That's what honestly saved me. But getting back in dirty air, it's definitely noticeable. It pushed us a little tight mid corner. But I was trying to wrap the apron on the bottom to get as much clean air as possible because a lot of guys are washing up. I was just trying to stay as low as I could to keep some clean air on the nose. And the setup it was absolutely perfect. It loved wrapping the bottom. It could go and dime in the corner. Pretty much anything I asked it to do, it did. Yeah, the setup was absolutely phenomenal tonight. It was hooked up, buddy. It was hooked up. But yeah, getting by them lap cars and stuff, especially on the older tires, it's definitely a struggle. Especially you're not trying to take anybody out because I got a caution early in the race, and second one would have DQ'd me. So I was kind of walking on eggshells the rest of the race, but I was still trying to go for the win and give it all I had. But the air was definitely noticeable, especially right behind somebody. It pushed you a little tight mid corner, but yeah, man,
but all in all,
pretty good.
You overcame a tremendous adversity with that penalty, and got stuck in the back of the pack, patiently working your way back forward again. So, man, what again? Working the patience, and stuck to your program. Yep, working the patience and stuck to the program. Phenomenal run.
People don't realize that, man. I'm telling you, you gotta have patience here at Martinsville, or you're not gonna go anywhere. You're just gonna end up wrecking yourself or wrecking somebody else. You've got to have patience here. People just don't realize that. Sadly, it's like sometimes they think they gotta win on the first lap.
Patience
I get it.
is key.
It is. And I do apologize. I had early in the race, I got pretty frustrated with that caution that I caused. So I apologize to Tom and Chris Cash and all the guys tonight for letting my emotions get the best of me. But yeah, man, we came out here. We said last week we was gonna come out here and kick some ass, and I think we did it tonight, and we kicked some ass, buddy.
You did, man. You did some good work out there on track, and again, you just getting that position, holding it. But you had the fast car tonight. You showed it there in practice and qualifying, and in tonight's race. Congratulations to you once again. 2 for 2. You got your 2 in a row right now. Let's see if you can get that 3. All right. So it seems like that seems to be the stall-up point at the moment here, but I don't know. Two races in a row. You're looking pretty dang good. And you won both of the same races last year, so we definitely know you're strong here at Homestead and Martinsville. Man, what a good job and what an awesome run.
Well, Trevor won Homestead.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I won Vegas the race before, so it's 2 out of 3. We'll take it. We'll try to go 3 for 4 next weekend.
That's right. That's right. There you go, buddy. But, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna give my shout outs. That was all right.
Yeah.
You gotta give a big shout out to you, man. Tron up in the booth, man. We love you. We love your energy and up in the booth. I didn't know Ronnie was Ronnie up there in the booth with you tonight?
Yeah, he's still here, I believe. There he is. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, everybody out there, please keep Ronnie in y'all's prayers. He had eye surgery, and he had something happen and had to have eye surgery. So please, if y'all could, keep him in y'all's prayers. Pray for him.
We wish him
that.
Yes, everybody. We love you. We love you, and we missed you out on track. Definitely got to give a shout out to Tom for putting the league on. Definitely a big shout out to him. I know it was Martinsville's never it's it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking, so I completely understand. Big shout out to him for putting it on. Shout out to my man Chris Carroll. It was so fun. I had a blast running with him tonight up front. Great battle with him there at the end. I was doing everything I could to get out in front of him, and he was doing everything he could to keep me behind him. So big shout out to him. I love him. Shout out Larry Bell. Belsky on a podium finish. He's had a great two nights.
2 in a row.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Great job, Larry Bell. Shout out my boys at Bowtie Bandits, Garrett, Tom, Carol, Lagunes, Roland Collette, everybody at Bowtie Bandits. Couldn't do it without them. And lastly but not least, I want to give a big shout out to the viewers out there. We got it done for you. We're going to try to go get it done next week at Darlington. Lady in Black, baby.
It is, dude. Lady in Black is going to be on track. So how about that? That's going to be a good one. I can't wait for Darlington as well. So what a fun race. But, man, congratulations to you once again, Mr. Dylan Banks, your race winner, of course. And, oh, there it is. Man, so your little, there it is.
Oh, hold on. Here we
And
go.
Course, yep.
Hey, we got to get another one of these, baby.
That's it. So what color was that one? Okay.
That's the Martinsville one.
I just want to make sure I don't get the same colors to you again. All right, cool. So if you, just in case anybody's doesn't really know what that was all about, we make trophies here for all of our drivers, and we actually have another one being printed right now, and yes, it is on its color change. So great, I get to get on that one and get that flipped over. So anyways, yeah, but we got trophies printed here and trophies being handed out for all drivers. But awesome job to you there, bud.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all y'all do. Love you guys.
Absolutely.
Great job, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that was Mr. Dylan Banks, and we're looking for Chris Carroll, our second place runner up here. What a battle that guy had, man. Let's see.
Chris Carroll. It is
Mr.
Tom,
Carroll.
Tron, and Ronnie.
I'm glad to see Ronnie in here. I'll tell you.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
He can't see, but he can hear us in here. Ronnie Morrison, ladies and gentlemen.
I hear you loud and clear.
Oh yeah, it is great to have. Of course, as I say, we got the Wounded Duck program going on here in the booth right now. So good to have the boys up here knowing everything's
Tron, I'm not
okay.
playing PUBG with him. He's not good with 2 eyes. I'm afraid of him with 1 eye.
Well, you never know, dude. You have seen, they got this little thing called Daredevil out there, right? He seemed to be doing some pretty good damage, with no eyesight. Just saying.
Maybe he'll be better. Maybe he'll improve.
I was just gonna
close
say.
one eye. I'll get a patch.
Well, if I hear from what the doctor says, tomorrow my vision should be clear. Right now it's blurry, but tomorrow it should be cleared up. Or each day it's getting better.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
We'd love to hear that, though.
Nice. But, man, well, back to you, though, Carol, real quick, man. Second place finish. Awesome race for you tonight. Congratulations on that, P2. Man, what a drive you had at the end, right?
At one point, I wrecked my car by myself.
Seen that?
Weirdest wreck I've ever had. It roached the tires and hung it right on me, and I had to be careful with it after that all night. But got myself behind 4 laps and battled back, and put myself in a spot to win, and made some adjustments to that car, and I don't think they were right. Dylan had me covered in the car, and that's all I could do. He was real fast up there, and congrats to him. It's all I could do out there, Tron. I was every bit of experience, every bit of driving ability, everything I had out there, man.
Man, and you did. You hold them off. I mean, we seen your car, and we did see that hook, line, and sinker into the fence. I mean, we were right there on you for it, and that was just terrible. But you did mention that earlier in practice about how that thing has some kind of wicked kick to her, and man, it looked like it got you. So, but it was very pleasing to see you work your way back up through the field, and I thought you had something for tonight's race win.
I said to Dylan with about 30 to go, if we get a caution, I got a chance to. The car felt good, but when I got near Dylan, I could tell he could rotate a little better, get into the corner better. But I got an apology to make to Baxter. I did not mean to punt him going into 1 there. The new tires behind him, he hit the brakes, and I could not stop, and I ran into him. But if he's listening out there, I apologize to him for that. I don't like moving a guy for the lead, but it kind of happened, and once it happened, I had to get on the gas. And I felt kind of bad for him, but everything I could do, Tron. I threw everything at it tonight, and I came up a little short to the guy that's pretty damn good, so that's all right.
And he did. Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, just so you can hold your head high in this one, there, Carol, is that he was on like 13 lap fresher tires. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. He had the tire on you, buddy. So before you start beating yourself up too terribly bad, for you to hold them off the way you did, with the tire difference that it was on track, wow. So.
Yeah, I mean, can't lose to a better guy. Dylan's a good driver. I just don't like losing, but he did a good job there. He's pretty quick. I couldn't do nothing with him.
Yeah,
Forced my mistake and beat me. That's how it's done.
Yeah, but hey, pleasure to have you running here again tonight with Front Row Esports. You're always a pleasure. You put on such a good show, bud. So thank you again for all that hard work you put on out there on track, and again putting it back in that podium, keeping yourself in that points contention. Good job.
Thank you guys for putting this on. We all know it's adult babysitting, and it's a tough gig. It's a thankless gig, and appreciate you guys putting on the broadcast in the league, and I hope Ronnie's feeling better there. We're going to get him shooting people pretty soon on PUBG.
That's a firm.
Heck yeah.
That's a firm. So
I might bring you over to Arma.
We could do that.
Mm-hmm.
If I can shoot Tron and I can shoot Tommy, we're in.
Right. Hey,
there we go.
Hey, don't forget, dude. I frag out and toast him with the best of them, at least, especially if you're my own teammate. Just saying.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
All right, man. Well, let's not take up too much more of the time, but thank you, Carol, so much for your efforts tonight, dude. Awesome run. What a show you put on tonight. But yeah, dude, hopefully we'll see you and back up here in this podium one more time. At least,
I'll be here when I can, Tron. Thank you, boys.
You got it, buddy. You got it. My pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Carroll in that 18. And last but not least, again, another one of our favorites here. And no stranger to the booth. Obviously not. We got Larry Bell here, who just graced us with his presence yesterday evening with his second place run. Now he's got his third place run out the way. So I'm only going to guess it's going to be P1 next. Mr. Larry Bell, you got a copy. You got Chris Lahamis, Tom Freitas, and of course Ronnie Morrison in the booth.
I do. How you doing, boys?
Oh man, there you go. There you sound pretty good too. All right, we got you loud and clear. What a run for you, and of course the 28. Again, up and down, but you maintained inside that top 10 and finished here in the podium. Tell us about that last fight at the end with Trevor Baxter.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. It's just Martinsville. You pretty much got to try and move a guy. As long as you don't wreck him, I guess it's okay.
Well,
he was.
He gave me a couple shots, but it was nothing too outrageous, really. I don't think.
Mm-hmm. I think he definitely, you could definitely tell he was moving you, but he was doing it respectfully.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
just
know what
trying to get me to go up a lane so that he could get under. Which how else do you pass at Martinsville, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Shoot and scoop, buddy. That's just sometimes you gotta get that chrome horn going on sometimes. It happens, but you held on to it. I seen him give you a couple shots through there, and you worked that thing through center like you were in some Tokyo Drift thing. Got it. You did, man. You held on to that thing.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun.
Looked like it. Looked like
it was
blast.
fun watching.
So we got P1 next, right? Come on, you got second last night, third tonight. So
I will see what I can do.
Yeah, what a run though, man. You must be feeling good in your camp right now. How are you
feeling? Absolutely feel great.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, whether it's just my style of, trying to take it easy and let the aggressive guys go and get them later on, or what it is. But Martinsville always seems to do pretty well for me.
Yeah, and
I never feel exceptionally fast there, but I just, my trying to survive, I tend to be around at the end of them.
Yeah. Well, Belsky, I would like to congratulate you on cracking your way into the top 10 in points.
Oh,
yeah, that's
nice.
awesome. Thank you.
So
nice.
Heck yeah.
You mentioned earlier, Tom, did Bell finish with a 0x?
He did finish with a 0x. Him and
Congratulations.
Garrett both finished with a 0x.
Thanks, Garrett's still under review though. Okay, we got to make sure.
Yeah, we got to review that. I don't know if I trust that. He may have had
some kind of Superman program going on that car.
Yeah.
Or some kind of Star Trek. force field.
I
thing.
believe Bell
I'm
finishing
saying,
with a
I'm
0.
saying.
Right. Garrett, I don't. I just.
Yes,
you know,
Garrett, we love you,
yeah.
brother, and that's what we gotta give you. Gotta give you crap, man. That's how it goes.
I think
That's how it
tomorrow's
goes.
his birthday,
Absolutely.
by the way.
What's that, bud?
Oh, happy
I
birthday.
think tomorrow's Garrett's birthday.
Oh wow! All right.
It's that Bills.
Yeah, not
No,
Bell's,
mine's next month.
No,
Okay,
we won't
well-
wish Garrett a happy birthday.
Yeah, no.
Well,
So next month you got to be back up here in the booth, Belsky.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, plan.
I don't think any of the drivers are gonna give you a win for your birthday. Just throwing that out there, but I mean it can be wishful thinking.
There we
go. Race control can make it happen. Sorry.
Yeah, but honestly, a great run tonight, man. I mean, give us the highlight. Was the highlight of your race tonight? Was that those last laps battling with the 20? I mean, you were fighting the whole way. You were up there in that top 10. Both you and the 28 seem you guys look to be working together. But that's the difference between what I'm noticing out of your guys' camps lately is that you're working more in the top 10, top 5, and staying there. So again, whatever you're doing, keep that joker going, buddy.
I will see what I can do.
Absolutely.
We like it. Awesome job tonight, Belsky, there on P3.
Yep.
Can't hopefully. How do you feel about Darlington? Because that's next.
That's not one of my better tracks, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully get some practice in this week, and
Yeah, absolutely.
and hopefully have a good race on next week, huh?
You bet.
Right on,
All
buddy.
right, brother.
Well, thanks a lot,
All right,
man.
boys.
Great run. Oh, quick shout-outs real quick before we let you out of here, right?
Again, the usual to you, Chris, for putting on the great broadcasts, even like last night when we make it difficult on you. Tom, for all the work that he does in the league, giving us a great place to race.
Appreciate that.
And my wife for allowing me to do this, never giving me trouble when I jump in my rig.
That's always good.
Well, she
Sounds
must-
like she's definitely a keeper.
Well, not only that,
She
but
is
she's
that.
probably stoked this week, dude, because she's getting 2 shout-outs in 1 week, my man. All right, so you're
Absolutely.
looking primed and pretty for Valentine's Day. Right?
Now, real quick, I just got to be that guy, right? Is she letting you do that because she knows you enjoy it, or to get you out of her hair?
Now she lets me do it because she knows I enjoy it.
Heck yeah! All right, definitely
He's
keep
way
it.
too mellow to get in someone's hair.
That is true.
Right on, my man. Hey, Mr. Larry Bell, awesome run tonight, dude. Great work out there on track. Congratulations on that
Yeah.
P3.
Awesome job,
Thanks,
Belsky.
boys. Appreciate it.
Got it.
Keepers.
Hopefully we'll talk to you soon.
Yes.
Sounds like a
You're
plan.
welcome to it. All right, everyone. That was Larry Bell in the 43. Excellent run for him, and of course everybody out there in Front Row Esports. Again, a little bit cautioned, happy, and a little wreckings in the beginning, but we pulled it together at the end and brought home a good show. So great job, great work for Front Row Esports, especially on a challenging track like Martinsville, right, Tom?
It's true, and again, my apologies for the light field. We changed times, and I did make announcements throughout the week, but I'll take responsibility for that. So
It's all right. Well,
be back ready to go for Darlington.
Absolutely. We got another challenging track ahead of us, so it's not like the boys are going to be missing out on much. They got a chance to go over that one again with more banking,
Yep.
more speed, and more aggression.
Even harder to pass.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, all right. Well, anyways, everyone, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to our sponsors, of course: Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, Starlink. Thank you all so much for being on board for the 2025 season for Front Row on their trucks and their cup. So very stoked to have all that. Tom, thank you again for everything you do and jumping in here at the end and keeping me companies. Ronnie.
Oh yeah.
Ronnie.
You bet. Anytime.
There he is. So I didn't want to elaborate too much on your injuries and whatnot, but I am, again, I wasn't sure, but I am very happy to hear that you're okay, and I was shocked when you jumped in. Just going to say, all right, because I know it was the middle of business right there, but man, it was really good to hear your voice and knowing that you're okay. I hope everything is going to be back to 100%.
Oh, it should be. I appreciate it.
You got it, buddy. My pleasure. And we're going to, like I said, keep you in our thoughts and our prayers from here on out. So quick recovery. Get your ass back out there, all right?
All right.
Copy that. All right, everyone. So let's go and get you out of here. Until next week, we will see you soon. We out. Later on.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone and I walk up. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I walk alone and I walk up. Till then I walk alone. I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge and where I walk alone. Read between the lines what's up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs and know I'm still alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up.